YouTube, this Bub's Comics coming at you with a quick comic haul. Actually, I got not just comics, I got all kinds of stuff from Mycomicshop.com. Link below. If you guys don't know about Mycomicshop.com, it's crazy. It's the worst kept secret in the comic book community. Just about everybody I know shops from there. So get on the action. There's tons of good stuff to pick up. If you don't have an account, click the link below. Sign in, create an account, and start buying today. It is fantastic. They're good for pre-orders, and they're good for modern books, huge back issue catalog, and a lot of things people don't know about I'm going to show you today that they also have. So we're going to start off right. Let's make me small and get to the haul. Man, I got so much junk I can't even just hide it all. Look at this. All right. Yo! All right, that'll do. So first up, we got Grimm Fairy Tales Myths and Legends number 8. You say, wow, bub, look at that. So my wife and I kind of like mermaids and mermaid type things and sea stuff. So there you go. It says the I Love New York. This is the Zenescope Entertainment 2011, the New York Comic Con 2011 exclusive. So there you go. And I won this in an auction. So if you guys don't know, mycomicshop.com has auctions most every Monday, except when they do their Prime auctions, and then those last a little longer, and those are the bigger boy books. Although there's usually pretty good books all throughout. And there you go, 9.4. Man, I bid peanuts on this thing, and I had like maybe 2 other bidders were on it. One of my favorite things about these auctions is that they have a soft close. Now, a soft close is what. Okay, let me back up a little bit. So there's hard close and there's soft close when it comes to auctions. A hard close means, let's say the auction's supposed to end at 7 p.m. that evening. Boom, 7 p.m. hits, and no matter what's happened before that, the auction is done. It's over. It's closed. Nobody's getting nothing after that, right? But a soft close means that the auction closes at 7, around 7, and then after that, if there's still bids coming in, they'll allow bids to come in. So what mycomicshop.com does is that they have a 3-minute window for the soft close. So let's say the auction is supposed to end at 7 o'clock at night. Then anywhere, if there's a bid from 6:57, right? So 3 minutes before 7, if another bid comes in that changes the winning bid, then it bumps it for another 3 minutes. So you always have, so if you're the top bidder on something and someone outbids you, you always have another 3 minutes to bid, and it stops sniping. Now, if you're one of those people who loves to snipe, good luck. I'm not a fan of that. I like just a straight auction. Whoever wants to pay the most gets it, they get it. So that's what I like. Now, every now and then you'll fall asleep at the wheel and somebody will outbid you. I mean, 3 minutes isn't a long time. You still have to be engaged in the auction. You can't just abandon it and go do something else, because 3 minutes will pass by like that and you might lose something. So I always go in with a real strong bid, and then I watch it at the end and I make evaluation if I have to, and then move from there. So highly recommend their auctions. I'll be doing a feature on their Prime auctions probably this week, whenever this airs. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to explain kind of how it went down and what was available and what were the top selling books. What were the high priced books that sold, and then the lowest priced books, to show you that, hey, if you had this much money, look what you could have bought. If you had only this much money, look what you could have got. So that'll be fun. So we'll be doing that real soon. Next up, we got DC Rebirth Green Lanterns number 1. So this comic features the Green Lanterns. Anybody notice the Green Lanterns here? It looks like there's 3 of them. Very nice. We're enjoying those Green Lanterns. Fantastic. I love this one. I think it's Lupacina artwork. Very nice. I love it. Been on kind of a kick of that lately. Hey, they got modern books too. I picked this one up, that same day that it came out. Just never got around to showing it. Here is the Emma Frost edition. I guess this is X-Men number 19. and there's that Women's History Month. I have to say, although I liked a lot of them, this is the only one so far that I felt fit my collection. The She-Hulk was okay. It was a little bit Don Johnson-y, like Miami Vice. I didn't care for it. I know people really liked it, but I thought it was a little too cheesy and too stuck in its time. But this one just, it looks timeless and beautiful. You know, the face isn't that detailed. They could have done more with it, but I mean, the rest of it's fantastic. It's just a nice, classy piece, and I like that one too. Thought that was a good picture. So well done. Finally completed a run. Here is Legion of Monsters Satana, the Greg Land cover, and of course I've been collecting all the Legion of Monsters books. I think there was 4 of them. There's a Morbius, a Man-Thing. No, not Man-Thing. That would be DC. No, Man-Thing. Yeah, Morbius, Man-Thing, Werewolf by Night, and then Satana. So finally got the Satana. This one's been avoiding me. The Morbius was hard to get too. It had been hard. I had a hard time finding that one. The other 2 are readily available. So I have Greg Land's signature on the Werewolf by Night, and I have it slabbed, although I'm probably going to re-slab it because that was before I was pressing. So I'm going to try and get a better grade on it. And then I'm going to get all these signed by him. He is relatively local to my area, so on most of the bigger cons that I go to in my area, he's there. So I'm going to get him to do that. So we're switching gears a little bit. So Mycomicshop.com doesn't only have comics. They also have comic-related things. Sometimes you can find statues or figures, and you can certainly use them to pre-order that stuff. But you guys know that I've been starting a little record collection over here at the big bub layer. I don't know what you call it. And I've really been enjoying these Power Records. Now, I can't say it. I tell you, some people in the community say this, just roll it right off the tongue. I can't do it. Mixoplick, I think. The Mixoplick Up Menace, whatever. There you go. Superman. It's a 33 1/3 and 7-incher Power Records. So this one doesn't come with a comic. It never came with a comic. It's just the way it comes. Like there's just a listening one. This one does come with a comic, and it's really cool too because it retells the origin of Superman. This one's a 45, and this is Superman, the man from Krypton. And very cool, and it says Superman's origin story, and it's got it's nice too that it has this. Usually those are ripped out and sent in for whatever, but that's all gone. That's still there, so that's cool. And we'll be doing a video on this one for sure because I like the ones where you can turn the pages, even though they're a lot more work for me. Then we got Power Records, Star Trek, The Robot Masters. I picked this one because there's a couple of compilations out there that collect a lot of the stories without the comics, so just the stories on record. But this one I didn't see had been redone that way, so I went ahead and got it. Check this out. Isn't that cool? If you like Star Trek like I do, the original series, you gotta appreciate that. Spock looks good. Kirk, not so much. We'll get into the art on these later. So, all right, and last but not least, this big boy. Look at that. Full-sizer Star Trek Power Records. For the art alone, I think I may hang this one up. I've got some record top loaders, so this may go in one. I may even take it to the office. I have 2 others at the office, and they just look really cool hanging on the wall. But I don't have a record player at the office. I mean at work. So anyway, Star Trek, 3 exciting new complete stories. And this is Passage to Malv, which I already have in the smaller set, so I know that's a reprint. In Vino Veritas, which I don't have, and The Crier in Emptiness, which I do have. So 2 of these I already have in comic form and the comic and book set. Look at that. Isn't that killer, you guys? I mean, that's just so cool. I'm loving that. I just think it's great. I love these big records. And I checked it out. Plays great. It's in fantastic shape. It's a Peter Pan. So there you go. All right, y'all. Well, that's my haul. I hope you appreciate that. I certainly thank you for stopping by and checking out all this stuff. I mean, it is a little different, but I just love that shop. I can't find a better online retailer, and the shipping is always perfect, quick, well packaged. I mean, they know how to pack a slab. I've never had a cracked slab or anything like that from them. They have tons of different shipping tiers and make it economical for you. I mean, what more can you say? I mean, they're just fantastic. Ever since like I started, they've been a go-to for me for picking up back issues, especially. But then I also have my pre-orders there, and I also have my, weekly. I use them as a weekly comic shop in there Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and pick up books. So I can't recommend it enough. If you guys didn't know that they had all this other stuff there, now you can check them out. And that's it. So that's Bub's Comics signing off. I almost had my wife convinced to let me hang this in the bathroom. It was this close, man. We're not done with it yet. It's just, if I could find a perfect spot, I think this one might end up in the bathroom. So, and it's really cool. So, and she liked it. She thought it was pretty. So we'll see how it goes. Cross your fingers for old Bubsy. All right, we'll catch you next time on Bub's Comics. Remember, read a comic and don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.